Welcome to Play Hive Like a Champion live stream with the BoardSpace Open at boardspace.net. This is round 6. I'm just doing an audio check. We'll be going live here very shortly. Greetings, Hive fans. Welcome to another live stream of the BoardSpace Open for 2021. This is round 6. Scheduled today is a match between Axe Hands and So Fall Re Mi. And no, even though So Fall Re Mi sounds like he might be musical, I am not planning on singing it. And I'm having an issue. I just recently changed internet providers, and they're giving me an issue with my video. So I'm hoping it's not affecting it. If it is affecting it, make sure you leave me a note. I'll see what I can do before my next one. I'm one of those guys that hates change, and we changed internet providers. We actually got a fiber optic cable run into the house, which is supposed to provide better internet, but I'm Wi-Fi from the fiber optic connection to my laptop where I do my live streaming. I'm going to have to work on getting a hardwired connection. Hopefully that will solve that problem. So let me know if there's any notes, if you want to leave a note as to whether you're seeing an issue or not. Right now I am in the lobby. We're waiting for the two players to join the lobby. They are scheduled to start at 1700 GMT, which is about 9 minutes away. So you're going to hear me talking for the next 9 minutes. And in the meantime, what we're going to do is we're going to go just review one of the recent games. We've had 4 matches finished already. We'll be looking at the results of those matches and the current standings later on in the afternoon. It's right down to the wire. 3 players seem to have already earned their invitations into the 2021 Hive Online World Championship. The 3 at the top of the leaderboard. The rest of us are fighting for those final spots. And looks like it should be very exciting. And I have a 2-minute time delay, and I had my audio on for my YouTube feed, so I had to turn that off because I can't really talk and listen to myself from 2 minutes ago at the same time. So make sure you drop a note in on the chat where you're from if this is your first time here. If it is, welcome. If it isn't, welcome back. Let me know where you're from, and if you have any questions, I'll be looking. My second screen is over this direction, so when I turn and look that direction, you'll know I'm looking at my either OBS Studio, which handles my streaming, or my YouTube channel where I can see your comments. So let me show you a little bit about how BoardSpace works. Here on BoardSpace, there are 80 rooms, and you can scroll down. I always go down to the bottom to the last one. At the very top, you have your choices as to what you want the room to be. You can play games, or in this case, we're going to review a game, so you click on Review Games. And I just noticed that Axe Hands has joined the lobby. So we've got one of our players this afternoon is in the lobby. After you've chosen a review room, you can then pick whichever game you want. They have a list of games here at BoardSpace. Of course, we're going to use Hive. And then once you click Start, you'll see 2 windows pop open. One of them is the game selector window. You can actually go back and choose any game all the way back to 2006 when BoardSpace, actually you can go back further than that with other games, but with Hive, you can go all the way back to 2006. You can, if you click right here on this folder here, then you can go down and you can see the archives from 2006 to 2021. The current month's archives are already displayed here. So in the current window, the most recent games, if you notice, Dumbbot has been playing. We've got some players coming in to play against Dumbbot, which is a good way to learn, to see how things work, how the pieces work. Greetings from 8.01 Ape. We appreciate it for joining this afternoon. We're going to look at a game between Rob5309 and Memoir CF. And if you click on their name, you notice that pops open here in the game window. We'll kind of keep this open so we can see the lobby. So if and when our second player joins, we can take a look at it. So as you can see, you can move the window around. You can actually drag the display around up here under tile size. If you can enlarge or shrink the actual tile so you can get everything to fit in the window. So there we got that fit in the window. And then you have a series of radio buttons down here. You can go all the way to the beginning. You can go all the way to the end. Or if you go back to the beginning, you can click here. And if you notice, the way it's stored in BoardSpace is actually 3 actions per move. You choose a bug, place a bug, and then you click done. So if you hit this button right here, it goes through those one at a time. If you hit the next button over, the little double forward or double reverse, it combines those 3 actions into one. So if I click there, we'll see that black, in this case, Memoir CF, brings in the first grasshopper. Rob follows with the queen, played in line. Memoir CF plays the queen in elbow. Followed by the pill bug. Both players get their pill bugs in early. And that's also critical. So let's see, we've got a couple comments. I'll have to keep an eye out. Hi, howdy Randy from Troy. Hi Troy, welcome. What point level is the threshold for getting into a placement? Basically, who is out of the money? I am. Troy Medler says the top 12 in this tourney qualify for the World Championship. So that is correct. It's the top 12 from this tournament. And it will probably come down to some tie breaks. So we're just going to click on here a couple more in this Memoir CF versus Rob5309. They were both at 11. They've gone and they tied their match. Each of them won a game. So they're at 13. Probably 13 is not going to be enough to make it into the tournament. And Troy Medler makes a comment, I think at 16 points after this round, some will get in and some won't. I think that is. So I think that is correct. And there are tiebreakers, so no sudden death. Yes, we're using a website that handles all the tiebreakers. So it's not up to the tournament committee. We had a long discussion about that and determined that that's the way we would do it this year. So Axe Hands is in the lobby. He actually has gone into room number 2, waiting for his opponent. So as we review this particular game here, you'll see that both players bring in ants. And I'm going to stop my review here for a minute, and there are comments being made in the chat window, and it's hard for me to keep an eye on the chat window and review this game. So let me go over here to the chat window. Appreciate the comments for people joining. So 8.01 says you think 14 and 15 are out of the money. 15 might, 14 probably is, because we'll take a look at the standings at some point. 3 players have 17 or more. They are almost assuredly in. 1 player has 16. He's almost assuredly in, but not quite. It depends on tiebreakers. We've had 4 matches already played. Two players, 14 each, both, then they drew their match, so they're sitting at 16. So 2 more sitting at 16. And then Naya played Milo F. Naya won that, and so now Naya is sitting at 16. So right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at 16 or higher. So I'm thinking that in my match, which will be played on Sunday afternoon, I'm playing S-Keeper 86, Mikhail Parshin from Russia. I'm thinking that we're both going to have to be going for a win, because if we draw, S-Keeper 86 is a point ahead. He's got 15. I'm sitting at 14. So if he draws at 17, he's probably, in fact, he is for sure in. If I draw at 16, I'll be in the tiebreak group. So it will be very interesting to see. So let's go back and look a little bit more at this match, this game. Rob, oops, hitting this button here, as you can see, they all start. That's automatic. So at this point, both players have Pillbug and Mosquito in defensive position. And as usually happens in a game, ants come out early. And then, of course, you're always wondering, when do the beetles come in? Because beetles are the most commonly used method of qualifying for the win. If you get a beetle atop the hive, cover the queen or Pillbug, then you have a pretty good chance of, well, you have qualified for the win. Oh, bear with me a second. I had an interesting comment from one of my viewers. Greetings, Danielle from, I'm sure he's still probably in the Netherlands. Hope it's a beautiful day there in Europe. I got a comment on my last live stream from Brian Mosher. He said, I'm enjoying the live streams, Randy. Thanks. And thanks as well for the critique of my qualifier match. And he's Brian / and I referred to him as First Bass, and he made a note, as in clef, not fish. So he must be a musician as well. So it's first base, which is interesting because first base with 2 S's would have something to do with music, while first base with an E would have something to do with baseball. So thanks, Brian, for leaving a message on leaving a comment on my YouTube channel. Always looking for feedback from you all. And I hate it. I can't figure out how to make these messages over here not show up on my screen. So let's dismiss them all. Jonas Kronander has joined into the lobby. Jonas, of course, is one of the co-authors of the book Hive Puzzles, which is available at no charge. You can download a PDF. There should be a link on my YouTube channel. So I'm going to drop a little note here into Daniel. And I apologize, Daniel. I'm an American. I don't know how to put the little 2 dots over the E. I guess I could probably figure that out if I search far enough, but you know how we Americans are. I at least know what it means. So I guess I should pronounce it Danielle. So we're still waiting for the second player, which is Sofal Remy. He is a little bit late, so I hope they do get the match in. If they don't, we'll just continue reviewing this game. So Memoir CF played a spider, which is probably looking to play a pin replacement. And sure enough, that's what he did. White brings in a grasshopper, which is in a good place to be defensive bug or to switch very quickly to attack. And this is a maneuver that you have to be careful about when you pin a mosquito next to a pill bug. You pin it with an ant. If you don't self-pin the ant, then the pill bug can move the pinning ant, and it automatically gains ant movement. "85 Fahrenheit in the Netherlands. That's probably hot for you guys. So white attacks with the mosquito, and then black warps the pill bug over. And of course, one of the main reasons why black would do something like this is you don't want to necessarily leave the opposing mosquito with pill bug power. It can qualify for the win by warping your pill bug away from your queen. So white pins the black ant, which is self-pinning the black mosquito. Black spider comes in, which is serving more than one purpose here. It can pin this ant, it can pin this ant, or because it came in next to the pill bug could use it to move to here, which could possibly free this ant, or the mosquito could use pill bug power to warp it to here, which could potentially free this ant. So this is definitely what Joe Schultz in his book, Canon of Hive Groundwork, would call an ambiguous spider. Here comes the first beetle into the game. White comes in attacking, and the black ant pins it. Comes another beetle, and the black spider pins it. Hi, Jonas. Jonas said he's watching the live stream too, so let me come over here and say hello to Jonas on the live in the chat. If you notice, I've got my thunderstorm alert on my broadcast today. This is typical thunderstorm season here in Florida. Summer afternoons, it's very hot and humid. We get these huge thunderstorms that come through. So you'll know if my internet goes out or my power goes out, it'll be because of thunderstorms. Wow, Troy Medler said it's 91 degrees, going to be 109 today, higher tomorrow. He must be out in the west part of the U.S. because the west part of the U.S. is going into serious heat wave right now. So here in Florida, it's hot and humid, but very rarely do we get over 100. Usually in the summertime, we're in the high 90s Fahrenheit with 90+% humidity. So it's hot and humid here, and thunderstorms almost every afternoon. And of course, 2 weeks ago, hurricane season started. So that's always exciting here in Florida. We're still waiting for Sofal Remy. He hasn't shown up in the lobby, so we might have a cancellation on our match this afternoon, but we'll go ahead and continue reviewing this game played earlier in the week. Yes, Jonas said it's 2 weeks, 2 minutes. There is a 2-minute delay. So the white ant moves in, and of course black has to shift the pin to try to keep the white beetle pinned. Actually, I'm probably doing better than well, because I should be working right now. I asked my boss if I could have an hour or two off, and he said yes. Of course, I have to, my phone is right here. I'm a dispatcher for a locksmith company, and so I sit here on the phone a lot during the day. So if an emergency call comes in, I may have to take a break and answer it. So the black ant moves in, rather than shifting the pin out to pin the ant, the black ant moves in, forming a ring. So let's see what happens here. White, this is a potential spawn point right here, which could also free up the mosquito to climb atop the hive. But of course, if white is not careful, the black queen could warp out away from the white beetles and mosquito. So white attacks with a grasshopper, and sure enough, the black queen is warped away. Another one of the top players has joined the lobby, Louise. No doubt looking to watch a match this afternoon. The white ant attacks. The black ant shifts out and pins the white ant. Now, even though the white beetle and the white mosquito are both free to climb atop the hive, they will have to do a long walk. And the white beetle begins with the long walk. Black spider shifts the pin replacement, freeing the black ant. The white beetle continues, and the white mosquito climbs up. So the question will be, will the two white bugs be able to get out here into attacking position in time? White takes a turn to pin the black beetle. And the white mosquito has covered the black queen, so we'll see how this will continue. An interesting situation there. The black ant self-pins the black queen, but it does remove these two spots as direct drop spots. I'm going to go over here and in the lobby and ask Axe Hands if he's had any comment. So the two players that are playing today, Axe Hands, if you look at his, and I'll show you actually how you can do this as well. I'm going to shrink that for a minute. Here's the BoardSpace page that has the current tournament on it. And if you notice the players, Axe Hands says you're planning on waiting another 15 minutes, then we'll see if we can reschedule. So if you go down here, all the players are listed here. You can click on one. So you click on Axe Hands. it'll pull up his BoardSpace information. And of course, under name, he just put Eric, but under his email address, it looks like his last name is Vanderleest. His primary language is English, and he's from the U.S. So that's Axe Hands, and in his matches that he's played so far in this tournament, in the preliminary, he lost 4-0 to Confuddled. Round 1, he won by default, so got 4 points. Round 2, he drew with Industus, and that's impressive because Industus leads the tournament with 18 out of 20 points. The only 2 points that Industus did not earn are the 2 in the loss to Axe Hands. So Axe Hands is a fairly good player. He lost to Sturek 4-0. He beat Aaron Height 4-0. And then he lost to S-Keeper 86 on a forfeit. Sadly, he wasn't able to play at the assigned time. Family things got in the way. I think he might have noted that he was on vacation. So Axe Hands is 10 points out of 20. Impressive that he won a game against Industus. So if you go back, and then if you go down and you click on Sofal Rémy, you notice that's Marc Tastet from France. He lost to Christoph 100 in the preliminary, lost to Samo 5, drew with Square 623, beat Judoka Kill, that's Marty Thurston, that's world champion judoka's father-in-law. And then they were not able to play with Samak Zero and Sofal Rémy, and the tournament committee elected to keep both of them in the tournament, but neither of them earned points. And then he drew 2-2 against Domenico from Italy. So Sofal Rémy is sitting at 8-8, Axe Hands at 10-10. So more than likely, neither one of these players will make it into the final 12, but they've both had good tournaments. We appreciate them playing. So it looks like we might be having a no-show today. It's always a risk. So let's go back and we will continue. The game here between Rob 5309 and Memoir CF. So as you can see, the white mosquito is atop the queen. Black, as we mentioned, black ant came over to stop the direct drops. And now a black beetle is climbing up. And now black has qualified for the win. So it's going to be a race to see who can take the victory. One good thing is the black ladybug is in position to take a kill shot if black can fill these other spots. The white ladybug attacks, which opens up a direct drop spot. White covers the ant. And the mosquito pill bug combination shifts the ladybug away, which also frees the black ant. So white goes down with a beetle. And the black ant attacks. So in this match, black won both games. Memoir CF won this one. Rob 5309 won the previous one. So it looks like we have a no-show today. So we never know in these kinds of situations. So we might just be doing a couple game reviews. I haven't had a chance to study these games, so my comments are kind of off the cuff. But let's go back and take a look at another game. The first one between these two players, Memoir CF and Rob 5309. which again black won, Rob 53091. Thank you. I got my first super chat today. Gasan Al Mashareka. Forgive me, my Arabic is not very good. I've never studied it before, but I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Help keep the lights on here at Play Hive Like a Champion. So here we go. Let's go back to the first game between Memoir CF and Rob 5309 and see how it started. Very similar to the last one. Memoir CF opens with his queen in elbow, where Rob 5309 starts with his queen in line. The white mosquito attacks, which is threatening to warp the black pillbug away. And that's exactly what he did. But one danger, of course, is early on in the game, one way that you can qualify for the win is by limiting the options for your opponent to spawn the pillbug. So to keep that from happening, white spawns the pillbug on the next turn. And then the black beetles attack. White continues to bring ants in before the black beetle climbs up. And black qualified for the win first. So typically speaking, in a game of tournament Hive with all three expansions, the player that gets the beetles up first typically wins. Not always, but typically, because that's the quickest way or the most common way to qualify for the win. So quite often you'll see a game of tournament Hive pivoting around the placement of beetles early in the game. Milo F has joined. White beetle attacks, but it's somewhat too late. The white pillbug is forced to move away. And is able to stop the ladybug. But when the black mosquito climbs up, leaves a direct drop spot. The black pillbug warps away a piece, warps away another piece, warps away another piece. The black pillbug is playing a big role in this game defensively. And now if you notice, the white ladybug and the white grasshopper, neither of them have an angle of attack to take the kill shot. So when black elects to warp the white beetle away, we back up a second here. Black could direct drop here, and there's nothing to stop. I take that back. White has an ant over here. I missed that completely. I wasn't paying that much attention. Oh, thank you, Gasan. I appreciate that. He says that was actually pretty good. So where are you from, Gasan? Appreciate you joining. So black warps the white beetle away. The ladybug comes in. The mosquito gets warped away. And so that white shifted to make it defensively to stop the direct drop here. So it looks like the game is a no-show today. So this is an interesting tactic, because the ant shifting from this point, shifting around to here, now creates a direct drop opportunity there, and at the same time frees the black beetle. So white shifts the pin to stop the direct drop, and we do it again. And once the beetle and the mosquito get up, it's over. So those were two good games won by black, showing that black can compete in a game of Tournament Hive with the all three expansions. So far Amy has shown up, so let's go ahead and get on with the match. So that's a good thing. So give me a second here while I get this. Okay, yes, so the match has started, so that's a good thing. Axe Hands versus So Far Amy, round 6, the BoardSpace Open. Axe Hands opens with the Pillbug and the Mosquito, followed by the Queen. So Far Amy gets the Black Ladybug in place with the Black Queen in line. Oh, Gasan says his name is Arabic, but he's from Poland. Welcome. We're glad to have you here. So it will be interesting to see. White attacks with the mosquito. Now the question will be, will black, oh no, black takes a moment to get the Pillbug into play. And now the white begins the attack with the beetle. So white can force a beetle atop the hive here, because black only has one ant in position. So now it might become a race. Gassan, thank you so very much. I truly appreciate that. So both players are in full attack mode with their beetles. So it will be interesting to see what happens. Black plays an ant and white pins it. So both players are threatening to cover the opposing ant. I'm sorry, opposing queen. Looks like axe hands might be taking a moment to bring in another ant. Troy asked the question, are you in the Hive Discord group? And then he says, I know Randy, as I'm asking everybody else. Yes, there is a Discord group dedicated to Hive. It's called Hive, the Boardless Game. It was started by Francesco Salerno. We appreciate that, Francesco. So the black beetle is up, leaves a direct drop spot. And I am planning on doing a video on this basic concept because it seems that many Hive players that are in the mid-ranges of skill levels or just starting don't have a good grasp on counting tempo and therefore don't immediately get into attack mode. So it will be interesting to see. Right currently, black needs 3 bugs to win. Only has 2 currently in play. White needs 2 bugs to win, but the pill bug was going to move forward. With the pill bug moving forward, it allows a direct drop spot here. Now, so if white does a bug count, white can theoretically win in 3 with a quick bug count. White ant to here, beetle to there, white ant. Black does not. Black, doing a simple count, would have to bring another bug in, move it, and then take the kill shot. But the white pill bug is still in play. Now the threat, of course, is white attacking with the ant and the beetle dropping down, because black does not have another bug in play to attack. Andres Rosales has joined. Hi, Andres. Daniel and Andres have been regulars on my live streams. We appreciate you all joining again. So here we go. We are 23 moves in this game between Axe Hands and Sofal Remy. If I had to venture a guess, it looks like Axe Hands has the upper hand right at the moment. Because the immediate threat is the white ant attacking here and the white beetle taking the kill shot. And the only way that black can defend that would be to use the mosquito to pin the ant, but then another bug, a grasshopper or ladybug, could come in position to attack, and black would not have another bug in position to defend. So it looks like first game is going to Axe Hands. Congratulations, Eric. Well, it's actually two Erics. Congratulations, Eric from the US. So black warped the white pillbug into play. Then when the white ant attacked, nothing can stop the white beetle from coming down. Congratulations to Axe Hands on winning this one. It's a fairly quick game, took about 11 minutes. So let's see if they... Congratulations to Axe Hands. We'll be seeing if they're going to be playing a second game, the two-game match in these rounds in the BoardSpace Open, the six-round Swiss system tournament. So depending on how it goes, might be theoretically possible if Axe Hands wins both games to end up with 14 points. It might be theoretically possible to be tied for that 12th spot. So Andres made the comment that Daniel has been playing some learning games with me also. He's been very helpful. That's one thing I found out about the Hive community all along. It's very helpful. The vast majority of the players in the Hive community not only enjoy playing Hive, but they enjoy teaching others. And so most players are very, very helpful when it comes to helping others to learn how to be better players. So let me get my window over here. So we're off on to game 2 of the match. So far, Remy opens with the ladybug. Axe Hands follows with the pillbug. It's always exciting when you have that electric center there with the pillbug right off the bat. And Axe Hands follows with the mosquito. No ants have come in the game first, so it'll be interesting to see. White plays the first ant, and black will probably follow with an ant as well. A tactic that Joe Schultz coined the term instant double ant. With a mosquito spawning next to an ant or an ant spawning next to a mosquito, you instantly have 2 ants. Now it will be interesting to see if black plays defensively or offensively. Brings in another ant. And of course, with this little ant farm being started here, if white attempts to start bringing in beetles, black will have 3 bugs available to move. So Andres says it's similar mentality in the rock climbing community. I wouldn't know. I've never climbed rocks. Of course, there's not many rocks in Florida. We're kind of flat and sandy. First white beetle comes in, and it gets pinned by the black mosquito. You always run the risk when you do this with the black mosquito that the mosquito loses the ant power, but one of the things that mosquito does best, of course, is pinning the white beetle, and then can immediately climb on the next turn or the first available turn, climb up on top of that of that beetle. So just like a lot of these games, they're going to center around stopping those beetles from climbing up. Now the question is black going to pin the mosquito or climb up with the mosquito? Of course, with this formation here, black's only method to pin the mosquito is there, and now the white ant can move to here, and nothing can stop the white mosquito from climbing up. So it'll be interesting to see if that's what SoFalMary plans. Well, Andres asked the question, since the mosquito with pillbug power creates a second qualifier for the win, do you think that early mosquito plus pillbug could become the norm? The combination of mosquito and pillbug is very powerful, so yes, that will be very common. And it's interesting that SoFalMary attacked because it's not in danger, because white has not yet qualified for the win, because if white fills either one of these kill spots, then of course the black queen just gets warped away. So Freddie Schaffstall says, thanks for the live streams. You're very welcome, Freddie. Thanks for joining. They're great. Will you continue to do these as the tournament progresses? I am looking forward to doing them throughout the summer, throughout the entire World Championship, as long as scheduling permits. And I feel bad I've been a little bit lax on my Hive Lexicon series because I've been very busy doing other things. But I'm hoping to get back in line with the Hive Lexicon to get my videos going. I'm actually working on getting a printed publication of the Hive Lexicon as well as continuing working on third edition of my book, Play Hive Like a Champion, and continuing to work on my elementary strategy in the Hive, which is designed as a classic Hive, no expansions publication for beginners primarily. I will say yes to both. And of course, black doesn't really have to worry about the grasshopper with the line of attack, because if perchance the grasshopper jumps in, white does not have another bug with a line of attack to take the kill shot, and B, the black pill bug just warps the black queen away. So this highlights the importance of qualifying for the win. So Axe Hands is looking for a spot to place that spider. And of course, if the grasshopper does attack, the black queen can get warped away. So if I were white, I would be looking to try to get a bug into this critical spot here. To free the mosquito. The question then would be, if the mosquito climbs atop the queen, and of course black just Now, of course, the question is, can white get a bug into either one of these two spots? He does have two grasshoppers in reserve. And of course, the black beetle covers the queen because it removes this as a direct drop spot. It'll be interesting. White might be able to force a draw by repetition of position by jumping the grasshopper back, threatening it again with the direct drop. But of course, the pill bug this is going fairly quickly as well. So now white needs to get a bug into this position. Black is doing an excellent job of controlling spawn points. Only 2 spawn points available. Of course, the spider there could attack to this spot, but that would free the pill bug to move away. And one interesting thing here is that white might have a chance here, because if he moves this ant, if he moves this ant and this becomes a direct drop spot, then the black mosquito could climb up, covering the beetle, and it's no longer a direct drop spot. So it looks like black will be able to, with so many bugs in reserve, with 6 bugs in reserve, once black has completely stopped white's attack, black should have enough bugs to counterattack and win. And that's typical in a situation where one player attacks, the other player defends. Once the defending player thwarts the attack, then the counterattack will soon come. So let's see, it'll be interesting to see if that keeps the ant pinned, stops the direct drop, and this grasshopper no longer has a angle of attack to a kill space. So now with only 2 spiders in reserve, only has three potential spots to put them. Because he could place it there, and it could be in in position to attack there, but if it does attack, then the pill bug can move away. If the mosquito covers the pill bug, then the mosquito no longer has an angle of attack to take the kill shot. Now I just noticed this as well. If black allows the white spider to attack and the black pill bug moves away, the white grasshopper has a line of attack to this spot. So I think black is forced to intercept that spider. Axe Hands has done an excellent job of controlling the outside of the hive. Now he's threatening to attack again, so if the black beetle moves downward, he'll do another spider interception. So white is doing an excellent job of keeping the pressure up. And he missed that right there. Excellent attack by Sofa Remy. Axe Hands missed that one. Axe Hands did a good job of intercepting the spider the first time, but should have continued the beetle down to this spot to intercept the spider a second time. So now the black ladybug is forced to move out. And when the white grasshopper jumps in, nothing to stop the white mosquito from dropping down. So it was an excellent second game. Both players look like they've won with white. And we appreciate both of these players playing in the tournament. Looking forward to the World Championship, which is scheduled to start on or about July 1st. Once this round is over, this final round of the BoardSpace Open, then the 12 invitations will go out. And then we'll have our full complement of 32 players in the World Championship. The white grasshopper should attack. So excellent game by Sofa Remy, and Axe Hand falls on his sword and with the ant. Excellent game. Two great games this afternoon between Sofa Remy and Axe Hand's two Erics, one from the US and one from France. Thank you, Eric. Merci beaucoup, other Eric. Appreciate it. And thank you very much to Gassan for contributing to my channel with a super chat in the YouTube channel. I truly appreciate that. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. We maxed out today at 12 viewers watching. We appreciate all of you joining. And so, of course, with the 2-minute delay, Andres is coming. If he doesn't attack the kill spot, he can free the beetle by forming a pocket with the ant, pinning the white beetle. So it'll be interesting. I'll go back and look at these notes. So thank you very much for everybody watching this afternoon. I hope it's a beautiful summer day where you are. I hope you're staying safe from COVID-19, you and your family. I'm continuing to work from home. I'm going on 15 months now. I'm loving it. Hoping to continue doing that even after COVID. And it was another great match here in the BoardSpace Open at boardspace.net. We truly appreciate Dave Dyer, the administrator at BoardSpace. This is the best place online to play Hive, has the best review feature, and Dave is constantly looking to improve it, to make it more user-friendly, cooperating with our tournaments. We truly appreciate that. So it looks like the players have left the lobby. The match has ended. So let's take a quick look at the standings. So here are the standings prior to the conclusion of this match. As you can see, Indus sitting at the top with 18 points. Pupkin with 17, Frasco 92 with 17. Of course, I lost to Pupkin earlier, 4-zip. And Frasco 92 is Francesco Salerno, the host of the Discord server and the Facebook page, both with the name Hive, the boardless game. 3 of them have already qualified. Niles is sitting at 16 after winning his match. RPXCV sitting at 16. Naya won his match, sitting at 16. Sturek sitting at 16. Cole-Lover sitting at 16. So all of those players are sitting at 16. Followed by the big group at 15 and 14. I'm playing Keeper 86 on Sunday afternoon my time, 1300 my time, which is 1700 GMT. So I'm hoping to get at least 2 points out of that, which should get me enough to qualify. If either one of us sweep, then the other might not make it into the World Championship. So Mach 3 Racer sitting at 14, as is Jonas K. So let's take a quick look at the matches yet to play in round 6. So if we go to round 6, Indus is playing Pupkin, RPXCV is playing Frasco, I'm playing Keeper 86, Jonas K playing Mach 3 Racer. So this match number 3 and match number 4, the winner will assuredly qualify. Draws, maybe. If you lose, you may not. So those are exciting matches right there. And then others that might have a chance, Wild W, who's changed his name to Eagle Eyes, playing Roxar. Dricke playing First Bass. No, First Bass. Bass as in the bass clef. And then Hawk 81 playing Dodo. Hawk 81 sitting at 12. So we've got some matches yet to play in this round, which should be some exciting ones over the next few days. So be watching. I was hoping to be live streaming Sunday afternoon, but then ended up scheduling my match with Keeper at the same time. So I've learned I can't concentrate on my games and live stream at the same time. So I won't be doing that, although I might be recording some commentary while I'm playing. So it's been a very exciting match. Again, we appreciate it. Yes, Andres says, I think the move that changed the outcome was moving the black ant to pin the white one instead of covering the white beetle with the black mosquito to neutralize that spawn space. I think you are absolutely right. And thanks again to Ghassan Al-Mashareka. We appreciate the super chats. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So I'm going to have to get back to work. I told my boss that I would be out from like 12:45 my time for maybe 2 hours. The match started a little bit late. We appreciate the fact that Sofal Remy did show up, so we were able to play the match and live stream. It was an unexpected, unscheduled live stream. We appreciate all of you joining. So thanks again, and as always, I'm here to help you play Hive like a champion. Until next time, this is Randy Ingersoll